Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to introduce you this week to a fascinating character in the Tanakh. His name was Chushim Ben Dan, Chushim the son of Dan. And his story provides us such an important message and lesson for our times. One that if we listen to very carefully, will provide a shocking lesson for each and every one of us. Chushim Ben Dan is described in the Talmud as being deaf. Why am I telling you the story? Because of a piece of Talmud in the tractate of Sotah. The Talmud describes the scene of Jacob's burial. Jacob has died. He has instructed his children to bury him at the cave of Machpelah in the land of Israel. The brothers go to the land of Canaan. They come to the cave of Machpelah to find Esau there. Esau says to the brothers, you are not burying Jacob here. This spot, this final burial spot, belongs to me as firstborn. The brothers say, no, you sold in the birthright. I don't have any document. Where's the papers? The brothers got the papers are back in Egypt. They send Naphtali to go and fetch. Naphtali is a fast runner, but to get from Hebron to Egypt and back is going to take about a week. So now they're stuck. Everyone's waiting. It's hot. It's summer. Nothing to do. And Chushim Ben Dan, who's not privy to any of this conversation, turns to his father and goes, what makarapa? What's going on over here? To which Dan explains to him that Esau doesn't want to let Jacob be buried here. Chushim says, it's ridiculous. How can you allow this to happen? It's a disgrace to our grandfather. And with that, Chushim takes a sword, cuts off Esau's head. Esau's head falls in the cave, and you can actually go to the cave of Machpelah and see a memorial to Esau's head. But the question that the rabbis ask, and I'm not even getting to the discussion about the action itself, but let's discuss the principle of what's going on over here. Chushim Ben Dan is the only one who's upset by what has happened with Jacob. Why did no other grandson, why did none of the brothers get upset by Esau and the disgrace that he's causing to Jacob? Why only Chushim? And the rabbis point out a value and a principle over here, which is so important to each and every one of us that we should think about it clearly. Chushim Ben Dan hears about this for the very first time. He's shocked. The problem is the brothers and the grandchildren have been hearing about this conversation. The issues have been spiraling around, twirling around, back and forth. And they get caught up in this lie of Esau. Only Chushim, the one who is deaf, has clarity of hearing to see what is going on and understands what is at play. And the rabbis explain that what has happened to the brothers is that there's been the slow injection by Esau. That they aren't even aware that what is at play here is the honor of Jacob. Now I'd like to take this story and bring it out a little bit. And just look at about ourselves. And think to yourself about what you're exposed to. What are you watching on television, movies? What lyrics are you hearing on the radio? Now, we will be shocked by certain lyrics, and we are shocked by certain scenes in movies. But if you compare to what was unacceptable in the 1960s and 70s, in terms of lyrics, in terms of scenes, in terms of content, and you compare them to what we have today, you'll be horrified. Someone from the 1960s or 1950s transported into our time will be horrified by this is what you call normal, this is what you call acceptable, this is what you're letting your children listen to or children watch. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. And only when you take a step back and you listen, you go, oh my gosh, this really is crazy. Do you have a Chushim Ben Dan moment? Because like the frog that's in the hot water, it doesn't feel itself being burnt by the hot water and doesn't jump out, so too our values, our morals, our compass is being decayed and atrophied day by day. And what we think is the moral high ground may be the moral high ground today, But compared to what it was then, maybe not. And thus, when we're listening to the lyrics, and we're watching a movie, or we are reading some literature, we have to ask ourselves the following question. How much of this is being fired onto me, being fed to me, is like Esau spewing his hatred, or spewing his contempt of Jacob and his values, and how much it is really the truth and reflecting of reality. And you will be shocked when you actually analyze it. So I guess you a challenge. Listen to the lyrics of the latest pop song. Listen to what the words are, and listen to how your children are singing them. And think to yourselves, are these lyrics things that I want my children to be singing about? Because the reality is they're not even aware what the song is about. And even if they are, they just brush it off and dismiss it as if, this is just the way of the world. Everyone talks like this. Why should that be? Chushim Ben Dan was deaf, and he was the only one who could hear what was going on. Maybe we also need a Chushim moment to hear what is going on around us, so that we can collaborate, recalibrate, rethink, reset the values for our home, for our families, and for ourselves. Shabbat Shalom. Hi, this is Rabbi Lua, and if you've enjoyed the content of the sermons and the ideas that have been expressed in the YouTube video, please hit that first subscription button and notification bell, and share the videos with friends. We'd love to grow the channel and love to engage with you. Please share your comments in the section below. I'd love to hear from you. Have an amazing day.